I can just be a small blessing to you today. Amen. Amen. I want to start out with just a little bit of a story. As Sister Terry mentioned, I was ordained really young. We both were. We were teenagers when we were called and ordained into the ministry. And we served faithfully. We were very faithful. We were there Sunday. We were there for Bible class. We were there walking the community, passing out tracts. Anytime we were called to do anything, we showed up and we were faithful and we were obedient. Yeah. And we loved it, right? It wasn't begrudgingly. We actually enjoyed and loved the ministry and the work that God had called us to. But I'm going to fast forward, you guys, from that point to about 5 years ago. And for me, I'd become tired. I said, God, I'm tired. I have served the church faithfully. I'm done. That's what I had said. That was my plan, right? But I kind of meant it, y'all. And I heard the Holy Spirit when he said, but oh, we're not done. I said, yeah, really, God? Well, okay. And then I packed up my belongings and I flew clean across the country to a place in California where I had no friends, where nobody knew about my gift, so I could safely hide, so I thought. And during my time in California, God has continued to work on me, and surely I've continued to be in ministry, but I didn't join a church. I just been kind of like laying low and, okay, I'm just gonna slide over here. Yeah, I'll pray for you, sister, or I'll counsel, but I was like, I'm just gonna keep hiding because I'm done. And God's like, but oh, we're not. So when I came, when you shared that the church was opening, I was so excited for you and so honored. And I came out over the summer and you said, oh, we want you to come back and speak for our Women's Day month. And in my mind, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a minute. I can't wait. Hold on, Jesus. And so I immediately didn't answer, right? I didn't answer right away because I was trying to figure out a way that I was going to stay under the radar and not come back to be with y'all today. You can see I lost, right? I lost the fight. So a little story about how I lost it. I very recently returned from West Africa. I was there for 10 days. 10 years ago, I was very blessed to be able to lead a group of teenagers from the inner city of Detroit over to a really small remote village. It's called Seribejambegu. Seribejambegu. It took me a year to remember that, y'all. And we went there and we built a school in this village. And when I say we built a school, we sifted sand, we stirred up mud, we created the bricks one by hand, we dug the foundation. And we're in what's a 90% Muslim community, which comes with some very different morals, very different society. And we were deep in what they call the bush. Right? So the values there are even more extreme than in the cities. And so I went there with my prayer cloth on and walked around and had an opportunity to meet with the elders and the spiritual leaders, and they were kind enough to entertain a woman. Amen. Amen. That's nothing but God. That's nothing but God. And so fast forward 10 years, I'm now returning to the very same village in Mali. This time I said, you know what, let me be smart because I'm laying low, no prayer cloth, right? I'm not active anymore, right? So I go in. I'm going to tell you about the God we serve. It doesn't matter what you think you're doing. He got a plan. He's going to accomplish his will through you with or without your permission. All right? I get into this village. I'm having the time of my life. I shopped for school supplies. We took over laptops, solar chargers, books, maps. Thank you to this ministry and many others who are here in this space who gave for that initiative. That school had not had supplies in 5 years. They have taken the chalkboard and they would draw with their finger on the dirt in order to teach the children. So I just want y'all to hold that in the back of your minds. When we think about the privileges that we walk with, even in our hurting space, we walk with so much more than 80% of the world. A teacher walked up and said, "Is there chalk?" Tears in his eyes. Did you bring chalk? Gratitude, a spirit of thankfulness for chalk, Pastor, for chalk. So it's more an honor for me to give it to him. But I'm going to tell you what happened with that evening. After I delivered the supplies, God had other plans in mind. So I go and I'm sitting with the folks out where they brought me food and water, and I'm sitting outside of a mud hut that I'm staying in with a mosquito net. No running water, no plumbing, don't ask, I won't tell. No electricity, so it's starting to get dark. And again, Bamako City, I've taken a bus ride 7 hours, got off the bus, got into a small car, and drove for yet another hour through nothing but trees and bush. So I just want to give you the imagery of how far deep into the bush I am in this Muslim country. Okay? I'm traveling with 3 translators, one of which happens to be a Christian. So he and I are the only Christians in the village. All right? So he's out with the men, and I'm at the hut where I'm supposed to be, talking and entertaining guests. One of my translators walks in with a young lady who speaks to him. Now I'm going to only tell you what he translates, okay? So he said, she wants you to pray for her. Yeah. I turned around and, who, me? Where's your imam, right? Where's your priest? We don't have one. Really? I said, tell her I'm a Christian, I'm not Muslim. He said, she's Christos. She said, I know. I said, ask her, why do you want me to pray for you? She said, because I can see you, and if you pray, I'll be set free. Talk about putting a demand on the anointing. I said, oh my God. Now you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I was terrified. I'm miles and miles away from civilization. There's only one other Christian in this village. I don't know where he is. This woman has now come asking for prayer. I said, free from what? Right? Silly me. Free from what? She said, they told me I am 7 and they won't release me. 7. Okay? I said, they told you were 7. She said, yes, his name is Salome. I said, well, in the United States, we call that Legion. And then I began to pray, God, I know you didn't send me here to deal with Legion. I came here to deliver school supplies, oh God. Deliver me from this place. Let this cup pass, Lord. Glory be to God. When I tell you the anointing fell in this place. And so it's the 3 of us, and it's dark. And I'm in the bush, and I don't know what my other Christian friend is. And God is saying, lay hands and pray right now. Set her free right now. And I'm wrestling with God. No, God, I'm scared. I am the Lord your God. I called you, not by your power, not by your might, but by my spirit. Loose her and set her free. So now I'm just ready to cry, brother. Oh, Jesus. Terry, you know what went through my mind? What if this thing attacks me? Because we've been in some services, right? What if this thing attacks me, God? Oh, God. So I told her, Yusuf, come here. I said, Yusuf, I said, stand her here. And I couldn't make this, so I stand back. I said, you stand right there, because I'm thinking this thing is going to do, I'm terrified. So he stands there, and I'm looking at her. I said to her, are you afraid? He translated. She said, yes. I said, listen, tell her she cannot be afraid. Because fear allows a door to open. And if I'm going to pray for you, you have to release this fear. I'm getting to my sermon. Y'all just don't know it yet. Right? You got to release the fear. Right? Slam that door closed. Right? So the enemy can't keep having access to your life. Hallelujah. You can't keep giving access. You say, why is the enemy? I don't understand. You gave him the access. You release your power when you stand in doubt. You release your power when you stand in fear. You claim your power when you release that fear and stand on the power of God. Then you take your rightful place. So I began to say, tell her she cannot be afraid. And he kept translating. And I said, her name is Tinin Kura. I said, tell her I'm going to pray for her. And when I say your name, Tinin Kura, that means fight. Right? And I said, tell her, fight. When I say your name, Tinin Kura, you're not afraid, you fight. And I put my fist up. I I said, you fight, right? And I can't fight this thing by myself. Right? I can't get you free if you don't want to be free. Now, I can't swim, but they tell me if you go out to save a drowning person and they drowning and they don't want to be saved, they'll drown and they'll drown you too. So, baby, don't drown in the water, because if I'm coming to get you, we both coming out. I'm not dying out in Africa tonight. You understand? I'm going home. All right? So I said, when I say your name to the cure, you begin to fight. And when I tell you, I opened my mouth and began to pray, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon me, and I walked up to her here. I laid my hand on her head, and you guys, her head, you could see this demon take over her body, and her eyes illuminated. Yusuf jumped back. He said, oh my God, what is that? I said, you can see that? He said, yeah, I can see that. What is that? I said, that is Solomon. And we began to pray. I said, Yusuf, just lift your hand. And I began to pray for this young lady. She falls down to the hut floor. She's rolling. This thing is trying to run. I was afraid when I began, but of course I'm gearing up. So I'm like, okay, God, you said do it. But now I'm watching this thing. It wouldn't even speak to me, Terry. You remember when David used to talk? Oh, man, stories. We can tell you guys some stories. It wouldn't speak to me. And so I began to chase it. I said, what's your speak? Right? Wouldn't speak. It kept rolling her. And she finally stood back up. And this thing tried to hide within her countenance. And I could see a shadow on the side of her. And so I looked at it. I said, you know I see you. And she screamed. Such a scream. Villagers started running to the hut. I was like, what is going on in there? What is going on in there? And she falls back down to the ground. I said, Yusuf, touch her and see if she's breathing. Make sure she's breathing. He said, she's breathing. And so I said, I touched her. I said, tendon cure. She jumped. Her arm came out. I said, oh, it's ready to go. It's going to leave her now. She can hear me now. Oh, my God. I said, tendon cure, fight. Fight, tendon cure. Fight. This girl, you can see, she goes, so we're praying, calling on the power of God. She finally comes to a place of peace. I'm drenched in sweat. I'm now crying because I'm outdone. God, what is going on here? I leave the hut. I said, Yusuf, you stay with her. I go out. I'm crying. Here comes Pierre, the one other Christian. I said, Pierre, where have you been? He said, I heard your war cry from 3 huts away. It took me some time to reach you, sis. Are you okay? Do you need some water? Can I pray with you? I said, boy, I needed you in the war room. I saw this woman. She came to my hut the next morning. According to the villagers who had gathered around my hut the night before to figure out what was going on, she had been tormented for years by demons. Wow. And they didn't know what to do about it. They had given her away in marriage, trying to remove her from the village, and this is completely unheard of in their community. The husband brought her back and said, we don't know what to do. We can't leave. We don't know what to do with this. We can't keep it. So she was back in the village, and they were we don't know what to do with this. And I said, okay. I said, I love you all with the love of Jesus Christ. Right? This is the God I serve. And they said to me, translation, of course, we recognize Jesus Christ. We serve the same God. We're so quick to believe that folks who are different from us, living in different societies from us, don't know God. Oh, they knew of the Christ who died and rose again. They knew of the Christ who died and rose again. Hallelujah. And they actually thanked me for praying. But when I tell you I sat up all night because I was still worried that this thing was going to come and try to attack you all. Because, when you're so far out of your comfort zone, I was literally up all night, but in prayer and talking with God about this call that he's placed on me and wrestling with the fact that clearly my time was up. Clearly I have lost the battle to be done. And clearly I would be in Chicago come October. Amen. Amen. So I offer that to you. And again, I thank this ministry for your support of that school. We will continue to send supplies every year. We will continue to pray together for this village who may use a different tongue and who may call God in a different tongue, but yet recognizes the very Lord and Savior that we worship right here in the United States. Amen. Amen.